Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. Beautiful sight, happy tonight, walking in the winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. Sings a love song as he goes along, walking in the winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman. We'll pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. You can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. A face unafraid, plans that we made, walking in the winter wonderland. Yeah, we'll be back next year. We'll be right here, walking in the winter wonderland. Well, welcome everybody. Been a while. I guess close to a month. But wow, what a hectic and however joyous first half of November. Unfortunately, we lost a couple good friends, Donna Bates and Claire Headings, Fry. But you know that is, as we say, a part of the cycle, the Hamlet-Chaya, the circle of life, if you will. I went to New Beginnings Church up in Alger. Did Logan County Senior Citizens. Had, I can't say enough thank yous for the people that showed up on November 1st for the 40th anniversary. Family was all there, many friends. Jez and Bell showed up. Some of Dallas Myers, Chet DeLong, Steve Dutton, a new guy on bass, all the guys, some of the guys that play with me, and New Rude was there. New Rude and us will be back in swing before very long. We're raising more money for We Care Foundation. You know, the need is never ending when it comes to people, especially bereaved families, and this time of the year is especially intense because you know, we get to missing a lot of loved ones. That having been said, I'm going to play you a little instrumental here and do a little bit of Jingle Bell Rock. Some light on this situation, and suddenly an angel appeared. Oh no, it's just Pete. Pete, your usual shuffle's missing. Oh. How about a little holiday shuffle, Pete? Thank you, Pete. So anyway, we're trying to get this going for November. I got to give a big shout out today to my buddies Ray Daly, Tom and Greg Matthews. I'm going to make it back over to Columbus, but a lot of stuff has happened and it's just almost impossible to get over there, but I do want to get over there. A long story short, the 19th we're going to be at the Westville United Methodist Church, and that's just going to be a real short little holiday dinner at about 5 o'clock. And then 22nd, Villers Chapel down toward Wilmington, Ohio. 25th, Campbell Place. Probably going to do a jam on the 26th at Terry Hutt Mall around 11:30. And then the 28th, we're going to be at Indian Lake about 1:45. And then the 28th in the afternoon, we're going to do a little jam at Keith's Cuts and Curls Barbershop down there, say around 3:30 to 5 before the parade. Oh, and by the way, can't forget one of the great holidays of our American tradition. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We got loads to be thankful for. The 30th, going to be at Casstown in the morning at their United Methodist Church there. Bruce Reese and let's see, Dave Russell, Beware. And that night we're going to be at Pleasant Hill, another AJ Fest. Those of you that know AJ, a young man, he was lucky enough to survive a car crash and without much of any problem. He promises me he'll be in good voice. The 3rd, we're going to be at Green Hills at 2 o'clock in the afternoon up, it's got a new name, I think it's Otterbein. Going to be at Van Crest on the 4th for a holiday show in the afternoon. The 5th, hopefully this is going to fly. We're going to do Joe Mullins' WBZI Real Roots Radio show in the afternoon, and we're going to have a celebration of all the different pickers. The 6th, looks like 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, Clifton Opera House, 40th anniversary celebration. That night we're going to do Catawba on the 6th. Terry Hutt Mall is having their celebration on the 14th. We'll be back at Van Crest. I think that's going to be a joint thing. The 17th will be at the Liberty Gathering Place up in West Liberty, 6 o'clock. Last one of 2025. Looking real forward to the 20th and 21st. The 20th, all Northeast Quadrant Champaign County churches. A big concert, a little bit after 7. Their whole thing is going to start at like 5 with a I think they're going to call it the celebration at Bethlehem, and then around 7 there will be a concert with all the joint churches from the Northeast Quadrant of Champaign County. The 21st, let me see. The 21st is Kevin Mabry Family Friends concert at the Global Methodist Church there in Marysville. Can't wait to get back to Kevin and do that. The 23rd, Trust Well is a solo concert. The 25th, of course, one of the two most important holidays in our American tradition. Merry Christmas, everybody, and let's keep Christ in Christmas. The 26th, I'm going to be at Forest Glen. The 30th, we're going to say almost pre-Happy New Year, but I think that's going to be our last concert of 2025. We're going to try to get up to the West Liberty Town Hall. Do not ever be afraid to call me or text me or anything like that. I'm going to try to put some of this stuff in the paper. As always, Pete, thanks to you for making these shows possible. Been a very profitable and busy 25. Got a new CD which will be coming, well, whenever it's done. I want to thank all the people that helped on it. We took some of the old songs and we've got some new ones and some ones that were revamped. I'm going to do 2 for you right now. I heard somebody say, "Hey, is that you?" And I said, "Well, why would you ask that?" She said, "Well, I thought I recognized you from underneath that old Stetson hat." Well, I saw her face and I heard her laugh. Then them feelings feelings come rushing in. I turned around, my eyes met hers, and for a minute I was 17 again. We laughed and talked about our old high school days. There was them study halls, sock hops, that one boring teacher, and even our class plays. But I saw her face and heard her voice, and the feelings come rushing in. And for one fleeting moment, I was 17 again. Well, we laughed and showed some old pictures of how our lives had gone. Funny thing was, the longer we talked, I realized just exactly what went wrong. But when I heard her voice and saw her smile, the feelings come rushing in. And for one fleeting moment, I was 17 again. I was in my old Chevy one more time up by Frisch's, and I was 17 again. So the second one on the album I want to talk about a little bit is one that I cannot give complete, I cannot take complete credit for. As many of you know, I taught history, and I'll never forget when Jimmy Carter was on TV one time and they were asking him about a number of things and how he had said something about having lust in his heart or something to that effect. Anyway, that made me think. It's one thing to think about it, it's another thing to act upon it. They say lusting or thinking about it is every bit as bad as sinning. I beg to differ just a little bit. But at any rate, here's one that's called That Don't Mean the Thought Ain't Crossed My Mind. Well, I looked up from the menu and I saw my wife catch me watching her. She said, "What is it you want to have for your dinner?" And I said, "Oh, I ain't sure." She said, "Well, what do you prefer?" Well, I thought to myself, if she could read my mind, the trouble I'd be in. And somehow, for one quick moment, I shut up to avoid some sin. Well, I thought about some wee young things, and then I thought about a piece of pie. Then I thought about them Cokes I always liked to drink. But, you know, ain't the best for you, right? But somehow I've subdued my passion, and hopefully my reward I'll find. Well, I'm tempted never act, but that don't mean the thought ain't crossed my mind. Well, our vices can be our downfalls or be our crowning days. Be it food or drink or a sweet young thing, in the end you'll have to pay. Well, I've done myself quite a public service and hopefully my reward I'll find, cause I'm often tempted but I never act, but that don't mean the thought ain't crossed my mind. Well, you know, I always am on the prowl for something I know is going to be pretty bad. Like I said, maybe fattening foods, an extra piece of pie, a young thing, it's all going to turn out bad. Like old Jimmy Carter, he was the most honest man I could ever find. See, we was often tempted, but we never act, but that don't mean the thought ain't crossed my mind. Well, our vices can be our downfall, or they can be our crowning days. Be it food or drink or some sweet young thing, in the end you'll have to pay. Well, you know I've been tempted, but I never act, and I guess that's a pretty good sign. So for now I'll just sit back and look but never touch, but that don't mean that the thought ain't crossed my mind. But that don't mean the thought ain't never crossed my mind. A joyous Thanksgiving and on into the Christmas season and on into New Year's. I always like to end on an upper. God bless each and every one of you. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy. Daddy looked a lot like him. Oh, not the way I had him pictured. Santa's much, much too thin. He didn't come down the chimney. Mama must have let him in. Santa looked a lot like Daddy. Daddy looked a lot like him. Well, they thought I was fast asleepin', thought I was tucked in bed, and they didn't think that I'd come creeping here. All of the words that he said sure brought a lot of presents, so Santa Claus he must have been. But if Santa Claus ain't Daddy, I'm gonna tell on him. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy. Daddy looked a lot like him. Not the way I had him pictured. Santa's much, much too thin. Didn't come down the chimney. Mama must have let him in. Oh, Santa looked a lot like Daddy. Daddy looked a lot like him. Yeah, Santa looked a lot like Daddy. Daddy looked a lot like him. Hey, we'll be back about the 15th of December with a Christmas show. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, good Lord. Good seeing y'all. Adios and Adam's apple.